the same word for things, and then there's no war.
Because that's what it's all about.
That's what started it. It's in the Bible, near the front.
Have you ever heard of? Oh fuck! Hang on. Can you hear me?
Yep, a little bit.
There we go. Okay. You ever heard of the very famous DJ Steve Aoki?
Yes.
Okay. Very, very, very popular DJ. Well, something that a lot of people might not know about him is that his father, Rocky Aoki, he actually runs a very well-known restaurant chain called Benihana. But his whole thing was that although Rocky was a very, very rich man, very multimillionaire, but his whole thing was that he never never gave his kids any money. So his whole outlook was, look, since I came from nothing, you guys are going to do the same.
That's shitty. That's a shitty.
So he did that, but apparently not, because it turned his one son, Steve, into a very famous DJ who has his own record label and everything. All because of that drive that he gave him.
His 27 other children are homeless and live under a bridge in Bali. They're the ones that run up to your car asking for candy.
Their last names are Aoki.
He doesn't talk about those ones, though. They didn't quite get the message the way Steve did.
Yeah.
And Steve hates his father, by the way. He lies in interviews. He would have been a much more famous DJ 10 years earlier if he had a few bucks in his pocket, Dad. What the hell are you going to do with it? Die with a bunch of money in your bank account? I taught my kids a lesson. Fuck you. Give your kids money if you're rich, you fucking whiny weirdos.
That's funny. Hey, do you remember the 1993 movie Super Mario Brothers?
I think it's probably Dennis Hopper's best movie ever. I know I can say that for John Leguizamo. Look what it did for his career.
Well, that's one thing I bet you didn't know is that initially, so Mario in the movie is played by Bob Hoskins.
It is.
And initially, it was supposed to be Tom Hanks.
That would have probably been better.
Yeah. But they went with Bob Hoskins because they wanted more star power, and Tom Hanks just wasn't quite big enough in '93 for them, apparently.
Well, how much more star power did they need after they cast Samantha Mathis as the princess?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Who? That's right.
I don't even think I've ever even seen the movie.
It's god-awful.
Nah.
One of them.
So they put Tom Hanks in it. Would it work?
Almost as bad as Street Fighter. Actually, worse than Street Fighter, I would say. Street Fighter with Jean-Claude Van Damme. As who? Ken? No. Ryu? No. Fucking Guile. They made Guile the star. Who the fuck played Guile? Nobody used Guile. Why would you make Guile the star of the movie? Ken and Ryu? You fucking morons. Go put Tom Hanks in a Mario movie, idiots. Oh, he'll never go anywhere. He's got
just goes to show.
That Bob Hoskins, he's going to be huge.
When you get these people that make movies about iconic things that they just truly have no idea what the hell they're doing.
Bob Hoskins did 2 movies in his whole life. That and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I defy you to find anyone who can name 3. All right, mermaids, but I'm a movie dork.
There you go. That's 3. That is, 2 out of 3 iconic movies, though. Not to give them that.
That's why I don't watch movies anymore, because I'm a true movie dork, and movies suck now. Oh, yeah, Akira Kurosawa died this day. I don't remember when. 98, I think it was.
I have no idea.
Very, very famous director. Big inspiration to Stanley Kubrick. Japanese director. Amazing.
Oh.
Did things that were just technologically impossible at the time with movies.
Oh,
died in 98. He was like 300 years old.
I guess he had a good run. The British Library, do you know that it has more than 150 million items?
And 142 million of them are royalty crap.
Well, every year, more than 3 million items are added to their collection,
All
which means that
princess
12
crap. Sorry.
shall be added yearly to accommodate it all.
That probably makes a lot of homeless people very unhappy.
Yeah, exactly. I can't get a place to live, but hey, you can get a book that nobody's ever going to check out in this giant library.
Thank God. Because you can't just put them all in a database and have them stored in a fucking thing the size of your phone now. I'm a big fan of real books, but that's a little absurd.
Yeah,
I don't want to see
that
libraries
is-
disappear. I really don't. I will actually fight. That'll be a cause I actually take up right after duck rape. If it were ever like a thing where they were going to shut down libraries, it would drive me nuts. I love real books.
Yeah,
But
same way.
that's pretty absurd, I think. You don't need that big of a library.
No.
You can put those somewhere else.
Now, this next one, Eric, I found just for you.
You know it's probably not there? My book. You can buy it on Amazon, though. You guys should do that. The only bad thing that ever happened in the Bourbon Hotel.
Fuck, that was genius. So, you are a fan of Nirvana.
I am. The band, not the
band.
Buddhist state of being.
No, that's no fun at all. But, did you know that when Kurt Cobain went out to write "Smells Like Teen Spirit," do you know that he was trying to write the ultimate pop song in the style of the Pixies?
I did know that, actually, yes.
Cool. Well, do you know how he came up with the title?
Something to do with the deodorant, I'm assuming.
Yes. What happened was a friend of his, Kathleen Hanna, the lead singer of Bikini Kill, she wrote the phrase "Kurt smells like Teen Spirit" on his wall, and he thought that the sentence had a very certain poetic ring to it. So he said, "There it is. I'm going to name the song "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
And then went on to hate it.
Yes,
With
he
a passion.
certainly did.
Although I don't think he did. You can't hate something
Yep.
that propelled you to that kind of stardom.
I can understand how playing the same thing over and over and over again would be frustrating for a musician. I have other stuff I've written. No, I just want to hear that. Fuck.
Yeah, oh, that's terrible how much money's going into my bank account as I bitch about this. Oh,
Yeah, there's that. And this one, Eric, because Lord knows I know you love this type of shit. Do you know that? So crocodiles and alligators are what's called an ankylosaurus. Well, there is an interesting thing about the ankylosaurus because that's a classification they share with a very surprising relative, which is the bird.
uh-huh. That's not surprising.
So,
Dinosaurs
well-
are birds. It makes sense crocodiles would be.
well, they learned that's only a very recent thing to find out. So this is a whole recent fact that they just said. Well, here you go. So now we know. So your pet cockatoo is a closer relative of crocodiles than a lizard is.
Yep. That just makes sense. Dinosaurs are birds.
There you go.
Crocodiles are dinosaurs. You know what? We're all whales. We all came from the ocean. We could say that. I'm a blue whale. So are you.
Now, here's something I didn't know. Footballs.
Uh-huh. Yeah, were you going somewhere with that?
Yeah, I was. Sorry.
Here's something I didn't know. Footballs.
Footballs. We all know pigskins are known as, well, they're known as pigskins, right?
Yeah.
Call football pigskin. Well, did you know that they were never actually made of pigskin? They're actually made of cow leather.
I did know that. I did know that.
So, PETA, go get pissed off about something else now.
Well, they could still be mad about cows.
I'm sure they could. That's pointless.
Oh, God. All right.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, I still have more if you want more, but that's the only ones that I've pre-checked that I thought were interesting.
Okay, I'll do one, and then we'll end it, because it's an hour, and you gotta go, and I'm tired, and I'm not funny. The term Nazi was an insult. Nazis didn't call themselves Nazis.
That's right. I just learned that myself tonight.
That was an insult. So,
Yeah.
they weren't, like, proud to be Nazis. They had some long German name, and I'm not gonna even bother trying.
No, but they did end up taking that and using it to their advantage.
Well, just like everything else. They just took nothing. Nazis didn't invent shit with their symbolism and stuff. They just took other stuff and made it theirs.
That's right.
That's why he flunked out of art school. Big dumb Hitler. My last one that I found quite interesting that I stumbled upon, and I think I knew, or maybe I'm lying about that, I don't know. Nobody ever said the Titanic was unsinkable. It was never called, like, the unsinkable Titanic or whatever. That was just a lie that came along later.
Really?
Yep. Nobody claimed it was unsinkable. The owners never said that. The builders never said it. And basically, nobody really remembers ever hearing it much before the movie.
No shit. Well, how about that? Got me on that one. I had no idea.
I think there's a bunch of other crap in the movie that wasn't true. There was a list of 20 things. I didn't bother reading it.
And that was one of them.
That was one of them. That was the one I remember. If you want the rest, you have to listen to the next 19 episodes of this show. I will give one out per episode. Or you can send us your emails. That was fun. I'm glad we got through that.
Yes, me too.
I didn't say COVID once. Oh, there I just did. Oh, there goes this episode.
Made a liar out of yourself.
That happens. It's okay. I'm okay with it. I can coach myself back to feeling good right after the show. Okay, kids. That was a blasty blast. I'm exhausted for some reason. It's not even 9 o'clock. Probably because I stayed up the last 3 nights becoming a fucking life coach. I got nothing to add. This is fun. I enjoy not talking about the news. I hope you're not shooting each other or dying of COVID. Send us an email. Until next time, take care of each other.
And if you're a cop, try not to shoot anybody this week. That'd be nice.
Anybody at all.
Yeah, nobody at all. No death by cop this week.
Some people are just wearing hoodies, man.
And some people's skin is just dark. Doesn't mean you got to shoot them for it.
Wow. Matter of opinion.
Yeah.
I am going to stop talking.